Canada is facing a skills shortage. We hear about it every day. All levels of government have recognized the need to address this economic challenge. We're all after the same workers. New, dynamic employees, ready to grow companies are being scooped up. Buying your workforce is not as easy as it once was. The Canadian Policy Research Network, a think tank focused on leading the public debate on social and economic issues, states that creative training strategies that are flexible and respond to changing labor market circumstances may help to curb skill shortages. It is time to be creative. It is time to grow your workforce.
What we do with the cross-training here, we implement training for different levels, from a customer service representative right up to the management level itself. This has resulted in many of our people being advanced to different positions, and that's why we've had a lot of people that have stayed here for 10 years and up.
Peace Hills Trust is a medium-sized financial institution that works for First Nation communities. Their learning culture allows for mentor relationships and cross-training in an informal setting. Employees get a sense of where they want to work and are given opportunity to move in a better position.
I learned my cross-training at another financial institute where I worked at various positions for 19 years. I had brought it over to Peace Hills Trust and implemented it into our training schedule here. That doesn't happen everywhere.
Like Peace Hills Trust, Place Louis Riel approaches their growing workforce in an intuitive way. The hotel is a competitive industry whose sole focus is client comfort and hospitality. They train their employees using informal networks of peer-to-peer training and allow employees to take initiative to learn jobs across departments.
Place Louis Riel has always looked at human resources in a very authentic way. Management recognized in me a natural gift for human resources and allowed me to develop a human resource strategy. We use that same philosophy in recruiting and retaining our employees. We look for employees' individual strengths and guide them in the right direction.
All sectors are affected by this skill shortage, and new ways of managing labor are necessary. The Canadian Manufacturers and Exporters is a think tank and policy organization that works with companies across Canada. Their research already acknowledges the need for an increase in training budgets and a new focus on developing labor.
We interviewed almost 1,000 manufacturers across Canada, and we see a need to develop the workforce not only in the area of technical skills, but importantly in the area of soft skills. Now, these skills include things like critical thinking, problem solving, along with communication, working in teams, and even basic employability skills. Manufacturers are trying to address these needs, but we know that more needs to be done.
These organizations are striving to grow the workforce and develop a strong culture of learning. Even though a high-level success has been reached, no formal tools are available to grow the workforce.
Through our research at the CEW, we have discovered that people are learning at work through informal means all the time. Most companies don't recognize learning because they don't know what's going on. Companies are surprised at the depth of skill that exists in all of their employees, especially because there aren't very many tools out there to assess those skills.
The Centre for Education and Work has developed such a tool with the help of the Essential Skills branch of the Government of Canada. The CEW conducted an analysis of learning in the workplace with 48 occupations. The results were very surprising.
Most companies don't realize how skilled their workers are. So many people discount the learning they have acquired both inside and outside the workplace. We have discovered that we could provide employers with a much fuller understanding of their workforce capacities.
So the WAIL was born, Workplace Assessment of Informal Learning. This assessment tool provides a detailed matrix of skill sets in the 9 essential skills in addition to leadership and workplace culture. With this information, any company can begin to harness and build mentor-based training, provide specific learning plans, and cultivate real knowledge growth.
There are no tools like the WAIL. Employees have the answers and possess many critical and essential skills, but there are few instruments to recognize that learning. I look at the whale as the new lean learning process. Don't send the entire department on the latest and greatest workshop, but rather only send those who really need it. We live in an economy where you can't just buy your workforce, you're going to have to grow it.